Hi everyone. It is the 21st of December today, and as you can see, I'm all cozy and warm as it's freezing outside. And I just wanted to do a quick, well, hopefully it'll be quick, but just a little bit of a recap on what I have been up to in the past few months and what is to come in the next few months. So stay tuned and grab a coffee. We're going to be flipping through a sketchbook that I have just finished and having a look at some work that I have been doing in my workshops. All right, let me spotlight and you can all see what I have been up to. I hope you're all well. It has been a busy few months and lots going on, lots of family stuff. So excuse my mess on my table. A doodle from yesterday. I was chatting with a friend. So it says some of my 2024 mornings and classes. So this is a big mix of whether I've joined classes, and I will list some of the classes that I've been joining in the description or in the write-up below. But I know that videos are always nice just to put on and just to, you know, get on with your things while watching a video. So I also put some old images in here because I was going through drawers and getting pieces of paper that had work on, but I know that I could work over the top of them, and that's kind of been something that I've been doing this year because it's good to reuse and not always get new of a lot of things that we have. And I know that I have a lot of sketches that I don't particularly love, so I can go over them. So this is a little still life. This was day 99. If you know our journey on our morning lives, we have been doing it for almost 5 years coming up, and so those are free to join if you ever want to join a YouTube on Tuesday, Thursday, and Fridays. I did a virtual art retreat in Nepal, so you may see some images from that. This is also an oldie, but I thought I would put it in the sketchbook. It's nice to have, instead of having loose images. This was from Nepal, some quick sketches. This one is also an oldie, but I love the correlation between the colors. This was Nepal. This was from another workshop that I did a while back in the summer, and this was from Nepal. So our virtual art retreats, this was virtual art retreat, is it 12 or 13? Goodness, I think it was 12 because we've been to 48 countries now, and we go to 4 countries every virtual art retreat. I am doing some in-person art retreats next year, but talking more about this, we meet for 3 lessons a week, and we visit landscapes, cityscapes, and people, figurative drawings, and I kind of show you how to approach things in a quick way so that you can use those tools when you're on an actual vacation and wanting to draw and paint. You can see some of them are quite rough, and that's okay because this is just sketchbook. This was also Nepal. We did some landscapes, and this was Nepal cityscapes. And this is also a piece that we did. This was from another, I think this was from another virtual art retreat that we did as well. I'm not very good at writing things down, but I did write Nepal. So I'm using lots of mixed media. There's this is all gouache and this is mixed media. Usually using something which is flat and then going over with something which is oily or can grab the page. We did a Patreon sketch and draw meet. I went to England at the beginning of November, and I went to Borough Market and got some lovely pictures of all the vendors there. And then there are other things that are popping up as well. We did a cat meet in the summer, painterly cats it was. But this was from the borough market. And these were from, this is actually from one of our patrons. One of her grandkids had a party and they had a big piñata. So images don't have to always be of your picking. It's good to try different things, and we all like trying different things. This was also from Borough Market, and also another meet, a Patreon meet. In our Patreon, we try to get together. We get together twice a week on Monday and Friday and have Zoom sessions, just co-working Zoom sessions. And we've been doing that for the past year. I love them because I can get a lot done. So things that I haven't finished, then I will finish. This was just from our past workshop, and we focused on, the whole workshop was to do with Wabi-sabi inspired aesthetics from Japan. And the whole Wabi-sabi means impermanence, imperfection, embracing what is there, reusing. And so I took folkish symbols and used them for our piece. And I'll show you some finished pieces for that. This was from a sketch and draw that we had. It was actually, oh no, this was from my Wabi-sabi people. And I was showing how you can draw people very quickly. I think these were just either a minute or 2 minutes, using different materials and getting the gestures. Some random pieces. This was also from the figurative workshop that I did. This was from one of our patrons who kindly had taken some pictures of the town that she's in, and the light was just beautiful. Whoops, sorry, I'm going to correct this. I'm not sure what happened. There we go. All right, hopefully it's still recording up here as well. Okay. Always a few little tech issues, but using minimal or a limited palette. And I used markers for this one. I do like working in markers. This was from a virtual art retreat as well. Oh no, this was from our workshop, the Wabi-sabi figurative workshop. Sorry, I really do need to write down. How many times have you watched these videos and go, Shara, she always says, have to write it down, and I don't. This was from our figurative workshop as well, really looking at shapes. And then there's a lot of little meets through our Patreon and paid subscriber meets. This was looking at composition. This has nothing to do with it as well. This is Maine, actually. We went to Maine with one of our Patreons, and C, if you know C, and she had taken some pictures of this walk where she was on Acadia, on the National Heritage Conservation Site. Some more compositional sketches. So I think eventually, if I don't use these, then I will cover them up. But they were really interesting to do, and I'm really happy that we did go that route when we were doing our workshops this time around. These are just some sketches, I think also from one of my workshops. This page got stuck. This was folk patterns with Sidla. Had a lovely co-hosting session with Sidla Flores, who is on Substack and Instagram, and we visited folk art and did some painting and drawing from those images. These are from my Wabi-sabi workshops. This was with Melissa Martin. Melissa Martin runs Art Hang Party, and one week she was doing 100 pugs in 100 minutes. So we had fun doing that. I didn't quite get to 100. I was rather tired. And as you can see, I just put a couple of patterns in this page. I could have left it so that I could have enjoyed more pugs, but I didn't have time for that. This was from our workshop as well. And yeah, so this was also from Melissa's Art Hang Party, and it was people and their pets. I really like this image. So in your sketchbook, you may not have a lot of finished pieces, but you have a lot of work that you can look back on. And if you've experimented with different materials, you can look and say, oh, I want to try that again. I really like that. So, you know, never be discouraged by looking back through your sketchbook. For me, a sketchbook doesn't have to be, it's a work in progress. It's definitely not a finished product. I love seeing people's sketchbooks that are all pristine and every page is finished, but mine are rarely like that. I think I have one or two like that, but many of them are like this, where they're, you know, process images and trying different mediums, and that's what's important to me. This was from a sketch meet that I did. I visited Melissa for the day in Toronto, and a lot of these images that you've just seen are from me taking photos and then getting together with Patreons and working on those pictures. And these are from one of our Wabi-sabi workshops. This was from the Santa meetup that I did with Beth. It was very last minute, but it was so much fun. And those sketches were just, I think they were 7 minutes long. And this was one of my Wabi-sabi workshops as well. This was still the Santa meet. Oh, these were from one of our Patreons, Abba. Her family is from Delhi in India, and she had provided some lovely photos that we drew from as well. Still the Santa meet. We got a lot of Santas drawn. And this was again from Melissa's Art Hang Party. This was from the Delhi meet. This was from Paint with Gail and Jennifer, Gail K. Becker and Jennifer Orkin Lewis. They have paint sessions once every 2 months, I think. Sometimes it's a little bit more frequent, and this last one was lovely, but I couldn't stay for the whole thing. And they had picked different reference photos, and we could use those for inspiration. But it was really lovely seeing their process. This was from Beth's meet. She was doing some word and typography, and so I kind of went out on a limb and did a few things a little bit different, just using the typography. And a few, I don't really love this, but there are many pages that I don't love, and that's okay as well. And here are some more from my workshop. These are also from my workshop. We were looking at light and dark, light and shadow from figures. And this was from a lovely meet that we did at, I think it was with Marianne, actually. It was really lovely. This was from our figure workshop. Lots of notes taking in the back. And this was from the Visual Arts Passage just past. And they pick a theme every week, usually from either a TV series or a movie, and they provide reference photos. So that's always a great way to catch up on your portrait sketching. So I'm just going to quickly flip through a few images from my past workshops and let you know that I am releasing some new workshops soon for January, but they will probably be released next week. So these are from the Wabi-sabi landscape workshop that I did, and we did quite a few images for that. In my book, we plan, like in the sketchbook, we do a lot of compositional planning, and then we come and work on paper. And then we did do a few still life images as well in the still life workshop that we had. That was from one, and then this is from another, and we looked at how to create texture and simplifying our images so that it's almost abstract, but I can still see that, you know, there's a jug and a bowl. So it's not completely abstract, but just really minimalizing our shapes on our page. We did also have two portrait workshops within the Wabi-sabi grouping of workshops, and these were two that I did on one of the days, and then two that I did on the other days were this one and this one, focusing on different things. And then the last workshop that I did on Thursday were the Wabi-sabi peaceful symbols and motifs. So these are the two finished pieces that I did for that. Oh, and this popped in as well. Samantha Dion Baker just had a drawing meet where we drew shop fronts, and I love the way she works. I work very similar when I'm doing my illustrations, and so it was really nice just to relax into a shop front with her and her group. And that is everything. That was quick, wasn't it? I didn't even get a sip of my coffee. I hope you have a really, really wonderful holiday season. Hang on, I will unpin. I hope you have a really great holiday season and that everybody is healthy and you don't, you know, spend it in bed. I will be back in the new year. I am doing a live session with Michelle Allen Art next Friday at 3 p.m. We're going on Instagram, and we're just going to talk a little bit about planning for your creative year ahead. So that will be fun. I will pop a little link in the descriptions underneath or my post, and I will try and put everybody who I've talked about in there as well, so that you can check everybody out, and also maybe some of my favorite places to visit. Have a really lovely holidays, everybody, and thanks for watching. Bye.